So I keep meaning to make this video. Yesterday I got a lot of comments. Today I'm getting a lot of comments, and I can't possibly answer all of them, but I'm going to try to kind of answer the most common questions. One, yes, he was charged with child pornography. He was convicted, and he had to serve 2 years in the military brig, and then he would be dishonorably discharged. He completed that sentence this last year, and he has since been dishonorably discharged. As part of this, he was supposed to register as a sex offender. I'm going to be honest, when I look him up on the registry, he doesn't pop up. I don't know how the registry works, but in my head I'm thinking he hasn't registered yet, which is a little concerning, but I don't know too much about it. We're talking with the prosecutor that originally prosecuted him, so I'm probably going to bring it up to him and ask him about it. But all of this occurred in May of 2022, so it's been 2 years. Since then, I have moved on with my life. My children are situated. They are happy. They have come so far. I wish I could show you all how far they've come, but I also don't really want to show too much of them. But I mean, they went from being completely nonverbal and me thinking that they were all like going to have severe issues developing to within a year of us leaving, they were talking. Behaviorally, they've changed so much. I mean, my disabled son, he was very violent. He hasn't hurt himself in over a year. He hasn't hurt anybody else. He's come so far. He's so happy. And it terrifies me that should my soon-to-be ex-husband get visitation rights, what that might do to them developmentally. Because at first my daughter was very scared. She had nightmares about her biological father, and to be transparent with you all, we don't talk about him. I don't tell the kids they can't talk about him. They are free to talk about him. It is just, I don't want my opinions of him to influence them. Their therapists, when all this first happened and they were put in therapy, obviously, they really recommended I let them guide the conversation about him, let them form their own opinions and their own feelings about him. So that's kind of what we do. If they want to talk about him, we ask like open-ended questions that they can lead. And to be honest, they don't really bring him up that much. My daughter's brought him up maybe twice. My 5-year-old, occasionally he'll just say something like, that daddy punched walls, or daddy was scary, things like that. Typically with him, it just comes out of the blue, and I don't push him to talk about it further. If he wants to, he's free to, but that's kind of where we're at with that. In regards to like what is happening now with our custody case, currently he wants visitation rights. The judge at our last hearing, which was last month, said that currently she doesn't have enough evidence to terminate his rights. She could offer him supervised visitation. My lawyer said no, because he felt he could get the documents she was wanting to consider termination. So we're going to get those. And my husband is now aware of the exhibits that we're using, like the text messages and such, because the judge wanted to give him an opportunity to review them before she views them, because in order for them to be admitted into court, he has to have seen them. So that has happened. I'm not too concerned. You can't really dispute what he was saying. I'm kind of shocked that he wants to push this into trial, but we're ready. My lawyer really feels we can that the judge will side with us. I don't want to say that we will win, because at the end of the day, we're talking about my children losing their biological parent. No, he wasn't a good father. No, I don't believe he could ever be a good father. I don't believe that he could ever make a positive impact on our children. But it's still, it's still sad in a way. I wanted him to change so badly for so many years, and I don't want my children put through that. I don't want my children to hope and hope, like I did for years, that their dad was going to change. So I think in the end, it's going to be best if his rights are terminated. I also wanted to mention in this video, the baby I lost in April was not with my soon-to-be ex-husband. My life has moved forward. I am happily with someone else. We have blended our families together. We're very happy. My children love him. I love him. We've been through a lot together. And I don't bring him up very much here because I don't want him and his children to have to be linked to what my husband did. I don't want them to have to be linked to that part of my life, but I feel like I needed to bring it up because a lot of people assume that like I've just freshly left and I'm being reckless by talking about it. And that's not the case. It's been 2 years. Our custody battle is probably going to go on longer. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I hope that cleared up a few questions anyway.